Hey, what's up you guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Transformers Studio Series 86 Dinobot Swoop. Ooh, I'm so excited. We finally got the last Dinobot from the team, and yeah, I'm really happy. I finally have the last Dinobot, that being Swoop, and it's crazy. I can't believe that we have a completed Dinobot team. You get the name on the bottom, some nice artwork on the front, some nice artwork on the side, nice artwork on the other side. On the back, you get some product shots. Get a little read up if you want to read that. Get a barcode at the bottom. I'm just really excited to finally get the last member of the Dinobot team in my collection, so let's get to it and crack them open. Before we take a look at the figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. Since this is a Studio Series release, comes with a backdrop. You can put the figure in front of it. Cool, but I don't care for it. It's just going to go straight into the recycling bin. Then he also comes with, instructions, basic Transformers stuff. He then comes with these two missile launchers, and then these tips for the missile launchers. You can just plug them right in there, like so. Comes with two of each, and then you're ready to have, his missile launchers attached. And you can attach them to the wings like so. You just plug them into the holes, and there you are. He also comes with these two swords. From my understanding, he only has one, so I believe this would be his sword, and then the extra sword goes to Grimlock, actually, which is really cool that they included an accessory for another figure in this set, which is really cool that he comes with Grimlock's sword. That way you can give it to him. But I already have a sword for my Grimlock. I have a DNA designed sword, which actually looks better than this. It's more paint. It's not all red like this, but it's cool that he comes with two swords. I could give this to another Dinobot if I really wanted to. Now let's take a closer look at Swoop himself. And I have to say, I really like how this figure looks. I am very happy to finally own a whole set of Dinobots, and Swoop was the last one to be released. So I'm very happy to finally have him in my collection. When I saw him go for pre-order, I liked it like that. Like, I had to because I mean, I bet a lot of us did, because we have to have Swoop for our Dinobots, man. It's so cool that we finally have a complete team of Dinobots. It's just so cool. Starting off with the head, it looks great. I do really like it. It's got some nice paint applications for the silver face, and, he's got the blue eyes. He's got this red, headdress or whatever. It looks cool. I really do like it. Again, this figure just looks great. A lot of this is actually casted in the plastic color, which is nice to see. Some of it's painted. As you can see, there is some paint chipping here, and then here, but it's not that bothersome for me, at least. I know it could bother some people, but again, I'm just happy to have this character in my collection. He just looks amazing. I absolutely love the detail we get with this figure. It's just amazing that we could finally finish the Dinobots. I'm just very happy about that. And he looks great. He looks great. He's always been one of my favorite looking Dinobots because he looks different from them all, basically, on the color scheme, because he has more blue. The others are more gray and black, but I do like the blue and red that we get with Swoop. Now let's take a closer look at Swoop's articulation. Starting off with the head, it is on a ball joint. You can look up that much, you can look down, you can rotate all the way around, and you get some pivot. You can move the wings out of the way, they can hinge back. The shoulders move up that much, they move down. They do rotate 360. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. He also has a wrist swivel. He has a waist rotation, but the beak does get in the way. But if you just unpeg it like that, he does have a full 360 waist rotation. The legs can kick forward and back, and as you can hear it, he's got a soft ratchet joint in there. The legs can split out that much. He has thigh rotation. Actually double jointed knees. Oh man, I did not expect double jointed knees on this figure. That's awesome. Look at that bend. That is really good. He also has ankle pivot, and this isn't really a articulation thing, but it is part of the transformation. You can move the toes down, and that's good for flying poses. Measuring Swoop out, he comes to around actually, he comes to around 9 inches to the top of his little thing here on his head. To the top of his actual, like, head here, he's around 7 3/4 inches. Here he is next to the Studio Series 86 liter class Springer and the Deluxe class RC. And then here's Swoop next to his pops. We have Wheeljack. No Dinobot comparisons. I just do not feel like taking them down from my display. It's going to be a pain in the ass to do that. So let's get to it and transform him. And then swooping in, we have him in Dino mode. And I have to say, I'm fairly impressed with this guy. I'm very impressed with him. I really do like how this looks. It looks amazing. And he packs a pretty good amount of articulation for just, basically a brick. Like, as you can see, I can have him standing up like this. Like, this is considered a separate mode. But it's just simple as flipping down the toes here and then just moving the head up, or just moving it down wherever you please. And it's just so cool to see this. I don't know. I'm just so happy to have Swoop in my collection. This is so impressive. I love this. This just looks so cool. I can't get enough of this. I love it. And let's take a quick look at his articulation. His head can move up that much. It can actually extend the neck a little bit. You can actually move the head out like this. That way he can be perched up. It's pretty good. He also has jaw articulation like so, and he's got a little peg in there. That way you can put in a blast effect if you wanted to. That's really cool. The toes do flip up. That way you can stand them up in Dino mode. And the wings do flap. They flap in multiple areas. You can actually have a little butterfly joint flap here, and a little hinge joint flapping here, and also it's a double hinge joint, so you can get it moving in many different directions. And to measure him out in Dino mode, he comes to around 7 inches tall to the top of that, little red thing. And then his wingspan is around, a foot long. That's crazy. Here he is next to Wheeljack and Springer. And here's Swoop in Dino mode on the rotating base. And I have to say, this figure is freaking dope. I mean, I've always loved the Dinobots. I've loved these Studio Series Dinobots. And having the complete team with Swoop now just blows me away. I'm so happy to finally have a complete team. And it's crazy. I've completed the Dinobots in under a year. Like, I started collecting these Transformers figures over about a year ago. It will be a year in a few weeks. So that's crazy that I've already finished the freaking Dinobots, which is awesome in my opinion. And now that I have Swoop, I am loving the lineup. It's just great. I wonder what other teams they could, build off. We definitely know that the Constructicons have to come after this, with since they had that big battle with the Dinobots. So it's gonna be great. I can't wait to complete more teams, and finally having the Dinobots complete makes me so happy to finally complete, and I'm loving it. This Swoop figure is definitely great. The thing I like about these leader class Dinobot figures are their size. Like, they are massive. Like, when you look at this, this new Studio Series Springer, he's basically a Voyager size figure with a bunch of accessories. And that's fine and all, but when I think of the leader class figures, I think of the Dinobots. They are the gold standard of a leader class figure because they are massive figures, and I love that. Again, there's not much more I can really say about this figure because it's so good. There's not much more I can say about it. I love this figure. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.